Hey guys, the next pro tournament is here again and the Yonex Swiss Open will be starting next week in Basel. So in this video I'm going to be telling you who I think will win as well as some of the interesting and tricky matches in the first round. So this is a HSBC BWF World Tour Super 300 event, and due to the complications of COVID, we will not be seeing the usual list of entries. However, we will still have very good badminton. So who do you think will win the Swiss Open? Put them down in the comment section below and let us share who do you think will win the tournament. So in men's singles, it's great to see Son Wan-ho back in, and his match with Cesar Rustavito will be an interesting one. So Cesar is a good player and we'll see what level Son Wan-ho will be operating at. Another interesting match would be Tomar Jr. Popov and Brian Yang. I expect Tomar Jr. to win, but Brian Yang has an attacking style very similar to Liu Darren, so we shall definitely see. Kantapon Wang Charon and Liu Darren's match itself will also be very feisty, so it's definitely a match to look out for. I would then also pick Laksha Sen against Tanongsa Sansom Bunsuk as the interesting match of the whole first round for men's singles, so 100% watch out for that one. In women's singles, the match between Grigoria Mariska Tunjung and Lina Cashfeld would be an interesting one, as well as Neslihan Yigit against PV Sindhu. If Sindhu has a wobble here, Yigit would definitely be able to take the match, so I would definitely watch out. Chi Shefei against Sung Ji-hyun is also another good match. Chi Shefei played really well in the European Team Championships, so perhaps might be sharper than what Sung Ji-hyun is expecting. We will see. Interesting matches all round. In the men's doubles, in the first round, I believe the match between Kim Astrup and Anders Skarrup Rasmussen against Norizuddin and Godsefe would be tight. If the Malaysians worked on what they came up slightly short during the Thailand Opens, it would definitely help them and make them a super tight and good match. The match between Leo Roni Carnando and Daniel Martin against Eloy Adam and Julien Mayo, that would also be a good one. Let's see if Leo and Daniel can pick up where they left off in January. In women's doubles, the matches in the first round should be pretty straightforward, and this is a good chance for Chow Mei Kwan and Lee Meng Yen to win the tournament, but it will be tight between Jungko Pan, Kitihara Kul and Ravinda Prajongjai against the Stoeva sisters in the semis. Whoever comes out on that with a win could potentially win the whole tournament. Mixed doubles is a much tighter affair in round 1 compared to women's doubles. I'm expecting quite a few matches to be very tight and tricky. So Ronan Labar and Antran against Hu Pangron and Cha Yi-si, Robin Teblin and Selina Peek against Rodion Alimov and Alina Dabletova, Chen Tangjie and Pek Yen Wei against Tom Gikel and Delphine Delrue. That would also be a super tight one. The second seeds, Hafiz Faisal and Gloria Emmanuel Wijaja against Satwik Sairaj Rankireddy and Ashwini Ponnappa. That would be an explosive one, so definitely check that out. If you want to check out what rackets the players were playing with earlier this year at the Thailand Open Super 1000, click here and I will also put the link in the description below. So now, for the winners. In men's singles, it has to be Victor Axelsen. Anything less than a win would be considered a failure, as none of the big contenders are here, but it will be very good training ground for him to test out new things that he's been working on. So we will absolutely see, but Victor is the win for me. Anything less than a win for Carolina Marin in women's singles would be the same situation as Victor in the men's singles, not good enough and a failure. So both of them for them are odds-on favourite for me for the win. In men's doubles, it's slightly trickier as there are quite a few pairs which are relatively close in terms of level, so I want to believe it will come down to a Malaysian pair to win it, as there are quite a few seeded pairs, especially with Aaron Chia and So Wee Yik as top seeds, but I'm going to pick Go Visham and Tan Wee Kyung for the win in this Swiss Open. For women's doubles, I'm going to go for the Stoeva sisters for the win, with Gabriela Stoeva and Stefani Stoeva winning the women's doubles in the Swiss Open. Finally, in mixed doubles, I will be calling for Chan Ping Sun and Go Liu Ying for the win. They have a relatively easy draw on paper until the semis against Marcus Ellis and Lauren Smith, and if they can clear them, hopefully they should be okay. We will see. So make sure you subscribe to the channel to see more badminton content, and I will see you in the next one.